Hi, grade 2s and 3s. Hope everybody's doing well. And we've been doing an awesome job with calculating perimeter and finding perimeter of different 2D shapes. So great work. I'm really proud of all of you guys doing an awesome job. But this brings us to our next challenge, which is finding perimeter when the problem is given to us in words, or a word problem. So we're going to do a lot of the same things we would do if we're just given a 2D shape, like a rectangle. But we're going to follow a few steps that you guys already know how to do, so we're just reviewing them. So first thing, obviously, of course, we have to read our problem. And here's our problem right here on our chart paper. Our word problem is this. Mr. Allen needs to build a fence around his backyard. His backyard is shaped like a rectangle. The length is 15 meters and the width is 12 meters. How many meters should his fence be? So we know our problem and we know we have to figure out how many meters should his fence be. Step one, what do we always do with a word problem? And the first thing we always do is underline the important information. So let's go back through the problem and figure out what I should underline, because that's what I'm going to need to solve this problem. Mr. Allen needs to build a fence around his backyard. I think the word around is really important because that tells me it's going around. So I know that it's going to be around his backyard, so I know it's the perimeter of his backyard. His backyard is shaped like a rectangle. That's also really important, so now I know what it looks like. I can start to picture it in my head. The length is 15 meters. That's important because I need to know how long the sides are so I can calculate the perimeter. And the width is 12 meters. Also really important. How many meters should the fence be? Also very important. So let's underline that because that's what we're actually trying to find out. Okay. Here we go. We know what we need to do. We got to find the perimeter because the fence goes around the outside of his backyard. And we know two of the sides. The length is 15 meters and the width is 12 meters. So next, we always draw or build an equation. So I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to make a diagram of what this backyard looks like. So let's go down here. So I know that the length, the long side, is 15 meters. So I'm going to draw just a rectangle. With one side being larger than the other. And I know it's a rectangle because it says that here, rectangle. So I know this side is 15 meters. And this side is 12 meters. My length and my width. They don't tell me what these sides are, but I can use these numbers to help me figure that out because it's a rectangle. These sides have to be the same, and so do these. So therefore I can finish drawing my diagram of the backyard, and I know this has to be 15, and this side here has to be the same as the bottom, and it's going to be 12 meters. Now can I calculate my perimeter? Yep, I've got all four sides. I've got my unit of measurement. I'm good to go. So my next step is to solve. So we've underlined the key information. We've built our diagram and found our numbers. Now I can solve. So here we go. My perimeter is going to be equal to 15 plus 15 plus 12 plus 12. Okay, so I got to do some adding now. Perimeter equals, I'm going to start with my first two numbers. Our doubles are really important when adding perimeter because they come up a lot. 15 plus 15, that's 30. So now I know my perimeter is equal to 30 plus 12 plus 12. 12 plus 12 is another double. 24. That's 24. Perimeter is equal to 30 plus 12 plus 12 is 24. Now one last step to finding the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 30 plus 24, which is 54 meters. So I know the fence has to be 54 meters long in order to cover the entire backyard. It's got to go around the whole backyard, so it has to be 54 meters long. So now I can do my final step, which is write a sentence answering the question, how many meters should the fence be? The fence should be 54 meters long. And I'm all done. So, do some practice solving some perimeter word problems and have fun and enjoy the beautiful day. It's supposed to be really nice out, so when you're done your math, take a little break outside and enjoy the sunshine. I miss you guys, and I'll see you soon.